Monday, and it's time to talk technology with Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, right here on Power Talk 1460 and 101 FM. Luis, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Mark. How are you today?
Doing pretty good. So we're going to talk about AstroTurf and technology. We know what it is when we're talking about sports, but when we talk about AstroTurf or AstroTurfing in the tech world, what does it mean?
It essentially means something's being done that's fake, right? Like AstroTurf is fake grass. So when somebody says, hey, this got AstroTurf, it means that it was fake or phony and there was something that didn't smell right about it. And in particular, we're talking about last year, there was this massive fight around net neutrality, if you remember. This is the concept where the FCC had ruled that broadband access, internet access was a utility and therefore could be regulated. And they had basically said that internet service providers couldn't throttle internet service, couldn't charge more for prioritizing certain traffic. So Netflix couldn't pay, for example, to be at the top of the list of things that could go through an internet service provider as opposed to, let's say, Google. So everybody had to play on a level playing field. The new FCC that came in after Donald Trump was elected, they decided to revisit this whole thing. And so they put it out to public comment and they received 23 million comments, which is unusually high for something like this. I mean, this was something that it's kind of a real esoteric concept. So the fact that 23 million people made it a point to comment on this struck some people as suspicious. Well, it turns out they were right to be suspicious because almost all of those comments were generated by a student in California who used a computer and an algorithm to basically pump out millions and millions of comments against net neutrality. That is, he was being paid by a lot of the broadband providers who didn't want net neutrality to go forward. They wanted the ability to charge more for certain access. And so at the end of the day, the FCC said, hey, we got this overwhelming response from the public saying that they were against it. So we're going to get rid of net neutrality. When it turns out, the reality is that only about 800,000 of those comments were real. And 99% of those comments all were in favor of net neutrality. So it goes to show you how the power of technology to overwhelm public commentary is something that we need to watch out for.
Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us today on Power Talk Radio. Online, alvareztg.com, at alvareztg. That's the Twitter handle. And Luis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-Team. That's 866-784-8326.